So Mason, it's so good to have you here today. Do you want to tell me a little bit more about why you decided to come in?
Well, so I'm really having trouble, focusing and doing a lot of different things in my life. I actually am kind of struggling because I'm only putting all my energy into one thing. I'm only going to the gym.
Oh, so it sounds like you're putting a lot of focus and energy into going to the gym.
Yeah, it's funny because I spend, about 3 hours a day at the gym, and I just only do that. If I'm not at the gym, I am at home, thinking about going to the gym or just feeling sad. I kind of can't function.
Oh, so it sounds like going to the gym is really important to you.
I don't know if I'd say it's really important to me, but it makes me feel good. It's weird. It's kind of like an addiction in some ways because I feel so sad all the other times, and then I get, I don't know, a rush of endorphins, kind of this adrenaline, and it makes me feel good while I'm at the gym. But then I come back and just, I don't know.
So it sounds like you go to the gym because you feel like it's the only place you can be happy.
Yeah, and I also think it's just, I think it's a mixture of I feel happy there, and it's a way of coping. But I don't have to deal with a lot of other things.
You say that you're dealing with a lot of other things. Can you tell me more about that?
Um. Well, so I used to be a really happy person, and then I got a girlfriend, and then we broke up, and I've been really, really sad ever since then. And I I I don't know. I just after the breakup, I started going to the gym, and I started going to the gym kind of to like help get over, just get my mind off of it.
So you so the gym has become this place to forget about all your other problems and all your other things that you have going on. It's just this safe place for you.
Yeah, it was uh, it was the safe place that I could go after she broke up with me because it meant that I didn't have to think about the fact that she broke up with me. It meant that I didn't have to, do other things. It meant that I didn't have to get over it.
So you don't feel like you have moved on from this breakup, and so does it just become kind of a band-aid to be able to cope with what's going on?
Yeah, I really feel like I can't function otherwise. Like I haven't let myself get over it. I haven't let myself move on and move forward. So to deal with that, I go to the gym, and I'll, like I said, go 3 times. I mean, go for about 3 hours a day, maybe 2 times sometimes. All because I don't want to have to deal with it.
So you say let yourself move on, and you don't want to deal with it. So it sounds like there's this like resistance that you don't really want to move on from what happened in a way.
I don't, because there's, if I logically think about it, there's no way we'll ever get back together. But part of me hopes there is, and I think the second that I start like letting go means that I've given up hope that we could get back together. And there's a part of me that wants to do that, that wants to move on because I want to function. I don't want to be here, but there's another part of me that just really wants us to be together.
So there's these two competing parts of you, and so just to put aside all of that, you just go to the gym and just forget about the part of you that wants to get back to and the part of you that wants to move on. You just focus on something else completely.
Yeah, I avoid it. I avoid it completely.
So tell me a little bit more about the two ways that you're feeling.
I don't know. It's still just this kind of like dual conflicting feelings, you know, because there's a point where I feel like, if I, if I allow myself to move on, I'm just gonna give up hope, and I'm just, I'm not. It doesn't feel like I'm really trying, or that there's any hope at all. But then again, if I do, then it's like, okay, well, I know that I will get over it, and I'll be able to, feel things with people again, and I'll be able to grow.
So there's the two sides of you. Part of you that wants to hold on because then you're not giving up hope, but the other part of you that wants to move forward so that you can make progress again.
Yeah, and it's just rough because I don't even know if I can do it. Like I don't know if I have the courage or the strength to even just kind of take that step and go forward with it, because it's big to kind of say, I'm giving up hope on this thing so that I can have hope for something else.
Well, Mason, you've come today. You recognize how you're feeling. You recognize you have a problem. And I really believe you can do it. I believe that you've overcome hard things in the past and that you really can make it through this.
I don't know. I think I can. And it helps for you to say that. I don't know. It'll take time. I think I can do it, but it'll take time.
Well, of course it'll take time. You had a big life event. It sounds like you're doing well and you started dating someone that you really cared for. And then that relationship ended and it hurt, and there's a lot of conflicting feelings of wanting to move on and wanting to at the same time maintain hope, and that the gym just became an outlet for all those feelings and not having to deal with everything that you were feeling. And so the gym just became this habit that came into a little bit more of maybe more than you would like. Just this became this passion that you want to confront. And so there's a lot of things, but I'm excited to keep on working with you because I think we can really make some progress.